Hello everyone, and welcome to the first episode of my weekly Sentinel series. As you should have seen before, that was the basic explanation about how the game is played, and I will be talking through it a small bit more as we go, but in my experience, the best way to learn how to play this game is just simply to do it. So, jumping right in, weekly one-shot number 40, Nightmare Walking. The villain we are fighting today is Skinwalker Gloomweaver. He is a demon lord who has actually inhabited flesh in this form. The heroes that we are challenging him with are Skyscraper, Tachyon, Dark Visionary, and I'm not sure what wraith that is. It's one of the wraiths. I will explain what they do as we go, but let's get right into it. So, the villain will take his turn first. Skinwalker Gloomweaver is a little bit annoying, mostly because what regular Gloomwalker does is he'll play a bunch of zombies. Skinwalker's Gloomweaver counts himself as a zombie, so certain buffs, such as I believe this one, that will reduce damage dealt to zombies, also reduce damage dealt to him. So he's a bit annoying to deal with, but he's not too bad. So, the first hero we have up today is Skyscraper. Skyscraper has 3 character cards. She has her base form card, her normal size, then she has a tiny card and a giant card. Her power is that she can change size, evidently, from these. So, what we are going to do, let's see, what do we have in here? Let's see, this card will help with damage reduction, but I think I'm going to pull out some links. Well, Skyscraper's big thing is that she has links. These links are small pieces of equipment that affect what goes on. So I'm going to pull out this link, which allows other heroes to get equipment out into play. Put that on hero has a lot of equipment, being Wraith. This other card is only playable on environment targets. There aren't any right now, so that just goes in my hand for now. And then her base power in this is play 2 link cards, then you can shuffle some back into your hand, either from in play or in your deck. I will do that, just toss out this link card. This reduces the damage that a target deals, and then it also punches itself. If the target doesn't deal any damage, the punching itself cancels out the damage reduction, so it's sort of useless at times, but on things that will always hit you every turn, such as this zombie, it's pretty good. It'll reduce its damage effectively by 1 and make it punch itself. Then this card, same thing, no environment, we're just going to skip and go on. I don't want to put a card in hand because I still need both of these in play, so we're just going to skip, draw, and end our turn. Alright, up next is Tachyon. Tachyon's basically the Flash, it's that simple. Her big thing is she has cards that are called burst cards, like this. When you get burst cards into your trash, then you can pull out your big damaging card, which is this card. You deal melee damage based on burst cards in your trash. So basically, play a bunch of burst, discard a bunch of burst, then just destroy your opponent. You can do about approximately 60 damage in 1 turn with all 3 of these cards and 20 bursts in the trash. It's silly. But, that aside, we're just going to play Fleet of Foot. That allows everyone to draw a card. Tachyon's really good in teams that rely on draw to, get cards that they need. And this also allows us to play another card, so we're just going to start cycling in cards to our trash. Going to toss out Quick Insight. Let's see. Oh, we got 2 of those. Okay. So, I'm going to discard this card because it hits everyone for 1, but they have 1 damage reduction because of the Pouch of Bones here. So that's going to get tossed. And I'm going to toss one of these Synaptic Interruptions. What this card does, if I take 3 damage or more, I can redirect it. Actually, I'm going to hold on to... No, I'm going to toss one of those. I have 2. It's alright. And then her base power on Super Scientific Tachyon. This is not the base Tachyon. This is a variant, but it's still good. Reveal bottom 2 of a deck. See if I can put them into play. We're going to go on Tachyon, and perfect. We got 2 cards here that share the same keyword. 1 shot. So we're going to get to put them into play. So we get another Quick Insight. Good. Oh, there's a Lightspeed Barrage. Awesome. I'm going to hold on to Sucker Punch because the zombies can be killed by that. That will kill a target with 2 damage or 2 health or less. Just straight up kills them. What are we going to toss? I don't really want to toss anything. Alright, I'll toss Vortex. Vortex is the AoE based on burst in your trash. and Nimble Strike, because that only does 1 damage, and they have DR1, unfortunately. Now this isn't going to do anything, which is sad, because this is a really good card, because you have to deal damage to the targets for them not to deal damage. That's what this card does. She hits everyone for 1, then they can't punch you anymore. Unfortunately, they have damage reduction right now, so it's not going to do anything. It's going to hit the pouch, and the pouch never punches us anyway. It's unfortunate, but hey, it happens. Alright, on to Visionary. What Visionary does is she is deck control. She can riffle through people's decks or trash and pull stuff out. She can see what's coming. That kind of stuff. She also has a couple little, she has a decoy which can tank damage for her. She has this card here will help against the environment. Let's see, what do I want? I don't have any ongoing, so we're going to be put in the trash very often. Except for maybe from Skyscraper, but that's not till later in the game. I guess I'm just going to go Mass Levitation. And what's scary here? The environment can be a little bit spooky here. There's some interesting cards. I'm just going to check what Gloomwalker wants to do. Or Gloomweaver, sorry. So Gloomweaver's getting his voodoo pins out. So I'm gonna let the Sable pin come out. Both of them will do damage, but this one does damage if I don't destroy cards. The other one just does straight damage. But you can destroy them like you can destroy any other target. Unfortunately, this team isn't super high on damage. Wraith is the big damage dealer here. Wraith is essentially Batman. So this actually isn't a bad start for her. So I'm going to use Impromptu Invention. Basically what I want, because she has to deal all the damage for this team, except for Tachyon, but that takes a while to set up. So we're going to pull out her little Batarang knockoff, and then play the targeting computer. What this card basically lets you pull an equipment and then play another card. So I pulled out a damaging equipment and something that buffs the damage. Because her base power is not very good. She just looks through the environment and discards stuff. So we're going to straight up just start punching the pouch of bones. I need that thing dead, because that's giving them all damage reduction, which is not good. Now it's the environment's turn. Let's see what's coming out. Alright, time crawls. So I can either play a power or use a card every turn. It's going to be a little annoying, but I'm going to be able to manage. Sable Pin comes out. I'm going to put it on Skyscraper, because Skyscraper can always just destroy her links to avoid damage. Unfortunately, because of Pouch of Bone and Time Crawls and stuff, the link I have on the zombie is not going to do much. It's a bit annoying, actually. I'm looking for... Oh, sorry about that. I'm looking for... I don't have the card that destroys environment targets, unfortunately. Let's see. Yeah, there's no good way to destroy these besides... Well, I do have some ongoing destruction with Tachyon. But these distortions will just phase through different ones as they go. Regardless, I'm just going to pop a Colossal Left Hook, get some damage in. And then this card's really nice because you can combo with other cards when you're in when you use it. So I'm going to throw away Explosive Reveal. Explosive Reveal does damage based on links on the field. Personally, I've never found a good use for it. It's good for clearing out a lot of little stuff, I guess. I'm going to toss that back, pull out Thorantian Monolith. I think that's how you say that. But, so now Skyscraper's just going to tank all the damage. She has DR2. I can toss that away. She has DR2 and all damage goes to her. So that's good. Alright, we're going to play Blinding Speed, Destroy Time Crawls. In retrospect, I should have played the HUD Gargoyles first, just so I'd have them on the field. Whatever, it happens. I'm going to pull bottom cards in my deck, see what I get. So this time, this one's a one-shot and burst. This one's equipment and limited. None of those keywords match, so I have to trash them both. Unfortunate, because Fleet of Foot is an extremely good card, but it happens. I'm not too upset. On to Visionary. I believe this card is the one that lets me go through the villain deck. It is. So I'm going to play this card, see what Gloomy's pulling. Let's see. for the top 4 cards, put Relics and Cultists into play. No thank you. I think I might just throw a zombie. This guy does a ton of damage, so I don't want him to play. I'm going to put a zombie in. It'll have DR and such, and it's going to punch me. But I have damage reduction and redirection with Skyscraper right now, so I think I'll be safe from one zombie. That guy's going on the very bottom of the deck. He's annoying. And then we're gonna... What damages me here? This damages me, this damages me, this damage, that damage. I don't know what's coming out. I don't want to get caught unprepared, so I'm just gonna reduce environment damage by 3. Unfortunately, it also reduces environment damage dealt to these guys over here, but that is okay because I'm not relying on the environment very much. So, now it's Wraith's turn. We are going to toss out the utility belt, allowing us to use 2 powers a turn now, instead of 1. We're going to raise our ordnance, just like we did last time, try to pop this pouch of bones, get that destroyed. Then we're going to use the power that comes on the Link. The Link card is back here, it's on Wraith. So I'm going to discard a card, and it must be point on equipment, so that's going to be nice. I think I'll discard Combat Stance. And we are going to pull out... that's a good question. Throwing knives would be nice, because that's spread damage. I already have a pouch, and that's limited. I'm thinking Stun Bolt, because then I can do some more damage, and also reduce the damage that these guys are doing. Stun Bolt, basically, you hit for 1, it's going to be buffed, and then target that you hit, damage is reduced by 1. Okay, that just buffed everyone's damage by 1. That's not good. I mean, it's alright for me, but it's not good because of them. And they're spooky, and they're gonna punch me now because they don't like me for some reason. Alright, doesn't matter. All the damage is going to Skyscraper. She takes 3. That's fine, I guess. She was gonna take none, but whatever. Okay, that's destroyed. Do I want to play more Links? I think I'm gonna rest and recover. Heal. Then I keep getting that back. That Link's not very good here. There aren't a lot of environment targets. Then I'm gonna pull Thrantian Monolith back out, I think, so I can use it later, because it's good. And then just Surveillance, her base power on normal, draw 2 cards. Then I'm done. Oh, Sablepin's gonna punch me. I can... I'll destroy this, actually. I don't need that much more equipment on Wraith. Okay. So we're gonna HUD Goggles. Lets me play more cards every turn. Tachyon's all about playing lots of cards. It's way too early for Lightspeed Barrage. It would only do 8 damage. 7 because of their damage reduction. So it's between Sucker Punch and Synaptic Interruption. But once I destroy this, it'll be really easy to just burst down the zombies. So I'm going to Synaptic Interruption, because if they punch Tachyon, I can redirect that damage, because it's 3 damage, and that's the threshold for this card. And then bottom 2 cards in my deck. I can do it on anyone, but I just normally do it on Tachyon to try to toss burst cards out. Yeah, I got another HUD Goggles, which is limited equipment, and then a one-shot burst. That's okay, though. I would have probably tossed that one-shot burst out anyway, eventually, because that's not really the best one I could have gotten. Because, you know, 1 damage and the damage reduction. I've been over this before. That's going to let me look through the environment. I don't really care too much about what the environment's going to do. I don't have any ongoings I want to pull. Unfortunately, I'd love to use this card, but if you notice, its keyword here is Distortion. And then you look at here, when a card is in play, destroy all other Distortion cards, which means that this Decoy Projection doesn't stay around very long. So we're gonna Mind Spike. We're just gonna punch the pouch of bones. I don't care too much. Actually, I'm gonna check Gloomweaver's deck because he's doing me a frighten. On one hand, this card, it's scary, but if I can get it out of the way, that'd be great. But he's gonna punch really hard that one turn. But I do have Synaptic Interruption in play, so I can negate at least one instance of damage. Or another zombie. That's actually a tough call. I think I'm just gonna go with this. Gonna go with the zombie. Because then the other card goes on the bottom of his deck, I don't have to deal with it for a while. Oh nice, I got another Mind Spike. That's convenient. Alright, time for shenanigans. Mega Computer comes out, that reduces environment damage by 1. Basically what Wraith can do is she can stack up Mega Computers until she basically has Mass Levitation, which is -3 from the environment, passively. So, it's fairly good, especially here where the environment can do nasty things sometimes. Then we're just going to ping the Pouch of Bones again, want that thing dead. And I'm going to hit Gloomy himself for the stun bolt damage, making it so he punches a little less hard. Because he's scary. Oh nice, another stun bolt. Good, good, good. Throttle Fiend, okay, that's not too much of a big deal. I can destroy that with, I think I have some ongoing destruction on Tachyon and on Wraith. Zombies, yeah, I knew that was coming. The pouch heals them when zombies come out. I've been clicking through that, but that's what do. Alright, so we're going to have him punch Tachyon. Then we're going to toss that damage from him. Redirected with Synaptic Interruption. Toss it onto a zombie. Zombie's dead. Bada beam, bada boom. And then they're just going to punch the other guys. Girls, whatever. I'm not getting very good cards here for a Skyscraper. I'm getting a lot of links that... I mean, these links are all... Oh, this one's not alright. How much damage does he do? Non-environment with the second highest. Basically, if it says the second highest HP, that means it's going to hit the highest hero, because villain will almost always be higher than hero. I think I'm just going to Monolith and Clap. Her base power is Concussive Clap. It does 2 damage in a spread to everyone, and then 0 damage, or 2 damage to all the villains, and 0 damage to all the heroes. It might be seem weird that there's a 0 damage. However, she has a card that buffs all her sonic damage by 1. So it essentially becomes 3 in 1. And click through all these. I'll try to save you guys the mouse clicking sounds in the background, if I can. This is basically just her dealing out the damage. I'm just clicking this arrow down here to skip through this because she's just spreading damage around. And we don't really need to watch that whole thing. I'm just gonna eat the damage because I have DR2. Alright, now it's Tachyon. Yeah, I know it's Tachyon. I just... whatever. I don't have a ton of stuff that I can really do. I want to save Sucker Punch for Zombies. Hyperspeed Assault won't do anything right now. Lightspeed Barrage seems a bit wasted. I'll play Research Grant and then Sucker Punch, I guess. Sucker Punch won't do anything. Research Grants draw 2, discard 1. I'm gonna do Experiment again for funsies. Awesome, I get cards into play. Perfect. So we're gonna use Blinding Speed to destroy an environment card, which is gonna be the Throttle Fiend. I actually kind of like the Imbued Frailty card because it's giving me buff damage. Yes, I'm taking more damage, but I'm tanking it fairly well with Skyscraper. So we're gonna pop this. Oh, forgot. Yeah, Gloomweaver plays cards when environment's destroyed. Kind of glad I did that when I did, because I'll be sure. Oh, the zombies didn't come out. It was just a pin. Okay, cool. I thought there was a zombie gonna come out. No, it's just followers and relics. That's right. Let's see. Let's pull the card up again so he can show you. This card is really scary because Gloomweaver can get a ton of units in play really fast. It's just he looks at the top 4 play, Cultists and Relics come in. So he has 3 Relics. They're not as much of a big deal in this scenario with this Gloomweaver, but in regular Gloomweaver, they're a win condition. If you get all 3 Relics in the trash, you win. So that's nice. This guy is not that much of a deal, but they do damage. Do deal damage, whatever. Regardless, Mind Spike, kill the Pouch, Easy peasy. No more DR for Goldweaver. Let's see what's coming up for him. Put the zombie servant in play because I don't like the other one. The other one punches based on the amount of zombies on the field and pulls zombies out of the trash. So that's no bueno. He can still do damage right now. I could throat jab him so he doesn't do damage at all. But I kind of want to save that. We're going to pull another stun bolt for later, just so I have it. And then I'm going to hit the Sable Pin, actually. I want to get that taken care of. And then stun bolt on Gloomy. Hit Gloomy. There we go. Nice, and 3 damage becomes 4 damage. So yummy. Okay. So it's wanting me to destroy a card or get punched. I'm looking at what I have down here to see if I can afford... I think I'm going to destroy the utility belt, only because I can play it again next turn because I have one in hand. So I don't mind losing it. Alright, Environment's turn now. Ethereal Bonds. Alright, it's going to hit the hero with the highest for damage. And then that hero can't do damage. Fortunately, I have redirection and reduction with Skyscraper, so nothing happened with that, which is cool. Alright, Zambi Servant, so just gotta hit Skyscraper for 1. That's gonna hit Skyscraper for 1. Thorantian Monolith is such a good card. Unless one of your other heroes does spread damage, and then it's really scary because you take like 15 damage in one turn, and it's like, yeah, everything's awful. Okay. How much damage does this do? 2 damage. How much damage does this reduce? 2 damage. Sorry. I don't know how to turn those off. Regardless. We're going to pop an aggression modifier on the Ethereal Bonds. That way it won't damage the heroes at all now. And I'm happy, and they know it, so I'm going to cut my hands. Smack everyone for nice and spread damage. Unfortunately, it's going to hit them too, because of the imbue frailty. We'll do 1 add damage to everything, but it's just 1 damage. In before I lose because of that just 1 damage. Oh, that's right. You couldn't see it. I was doing finger quotes around the just 1 damage. Alright, gonna pop out Synaptic Interruption. And it's 13 damage. I want to save it though, because what happens when Gloomweaver is defeated on this side, he flips to the other side, gets 100 health, and then he starts healing whenever other stuff dies. So at this point is where I want to lock him down and beat him down really fast, because he's really scary on this side. This side's not too bad. So actually I'm going to save these. I'm just going to play another Recharge Grant because I can. Hold on to these because I don't need them. I'm going to do experiments. Oh, whoops, I experimented on Visionary. That is okay. It happens. I can rewind the game up here, but unfortunately, because this is the weekly one-shot, if you want to earn the quote-unquote mint cover, which means you did it the first time, you can't rewind. But that's okay, because that wasn't that big of a mistake. I'm in a very good position right now, I think. I think that's the scary part. You could just like do anything and just like, oh, I'm dead. So we're gonna pull out Demoralization. That does 1 damage at the beginning of every Visionary's turn, or every time Visionary has a turn, 1 damage to everything. Villains, obviously, not heroes. And that'll become, oops, sorry about the chair noises. That'll be 2, so that'll be nice for wiping out zombies. And then top 2 cards of the deck. Let's see what Gloomy's planning on doing, and we're gonna put the Zambi on the top because I don't want to deal with the cultists. The one thing about Dark Visionary, gotta be careful, because if the game goes too long, all the scary stuff you've been putting on the bottom of the deck comes out all at once, and it's bad. So I have to be cautious. Alright, so I'm gonna play Utility Belt, and then I'm just gonna start punching down Gloom. I'm gonna kill the pin first, actually, because I don't want to take damage. And I could destroy Razor Ordnance and pull another one, but I don't want to really take damage, and I can just do this. Nice. Okay, cool. On to the environment. Ethereal Bonds won't be doing anything because of the... that's not good. Ethereal Bonds won't do anything. Bubbles is annoying, though. Bubbles hits the highest for 2 based on how much health it has. It's not too bad. Oh, nice. Gloomy's punching the environment. I like that. That's good for me. Alright. So I can wipe out a zombie with collateral on Tectonic Chokeslam because it's 4 and then 1 to everything. I don't want to hit all my allies for 2, really. What links do I have in here that'd be helpful? I have Compulsion Canister, that's damage to 2 units. I have an Ongoing Destruction card discard. I want that ongoing, but that's not a link. That's a anti-burst card. They can't do a big instance of damage with that. There aren't many super good links in these situations. Oh, actually, I have an idea. Alright, so I'm going to do Linking Incursion, actually. I'm going to put these 2 cards in play. I'm going to put that in play on Gloomy. And let's see what we discarded. Oh, nice, I got rid of his drum. That is actually really, really good that I got rid of that card. Because that card is scary. It makes me throw away cards and then punches me. That's perfect. I'm going to pop Compulsion Canister in play. Put it on a Gloomweaver. He's going to hit himself for 3. And then I can make him zap a zombie for 3. Perfect, perfect. Now I'm Mini Skyscraper. So I'm going to play 2 link cards, which will be Aggression Modifier, or Modulator, excuse me. Put that on the bubbles, so they won't hit us, but they'll hit Gloomweaver harder now, for our strats. And then I'm going to put the Anti-Burst card on Gloomy. So now he can't do really big bursts of damage. Let's see what links I have in my trash. I have those 2. I don't really need those 2. I'm going to pull Compulsion Canister back. Compulsion Canister doesn't do anything once on the field. You can only sort of play it and then it does its effect. So it's always good to pull those back in. Alright, Tachyon's turn. I don't want to burst him down yet. I'll play Hypersonic. Hypersonic Assault, they can't deal damage, ignore the bottom corner, I need to figure out how to turn those off. I don't want to play Blinding Speed because I kind of like these. I'm just going to skip. Then we're going to do experiments. We're going to experiment on myself. Tachyon. Oh, nice, cards into play. So we're going to Supersonic Response. It's 2 damage and then another 2 if they've punched me recently. Last turn. So I'm just going to hit Gloom for the 3. He hasn't hit me, but that's okay. How many are in here? 14. I don't want to use it yet. I really want to save these Lightspeed Barrages for later in the game. Go. Good. We are going to Precognition. Look and see what Gloomy wants to do. There's a Voodoo Pin. There's a Relic. There's a Cultist. That Cultist is annoying. We're gonna go with Pin. Pin, and I'll put the Zealot on the bottom. Actually, I can get the Zealot and the book in the trash next turn if I use Tachyon's power on Gloomweaver. I actually just realized I can do that. I forgot about that. So we're gonna look at Tachyon. I'm gonna put that on the top of the deck because it's a good card. Alright. Basically, the combo for here that I've been neglecting to use is you use Visionary to look at anyone's deck and figure out what's on the top and the bottom, and you match the cards on the bottom as you want them to be in play, or if you want them to be discarded, then you use Experiment to play them or discard them. I haven't been doing that though, because I'm bad. We're not going to play a card now, because I want to save this for when he's flipped, and I want to save this in case something scarier than this comes out in the environment. So we're just going to skip this. If I skip again, I just get to draw 2 cards, but I don't want to do that, because Wraith is, as I've said before, my damage. So we're going to Razor Ordnance, pop him for 6. We're going to hit him with a Stun Bolt. The Stun Bolt is basically negating the effect of Imbued Frailty on all of us when damage comes from Gloomy. So that's good. So we got some card draw for Wraith. Good, good. Environment says more bubbles. And they all can't deal damage, but regular bubbles can deal damage, and it's just gonna punch everyone for 2. I'm gonna jump through this. Everyone hits for 2. You get the point. Alright. What's Gloomy doing? Oh, it's a voodoo pin. Wow, who would have seen that coming? It's like we have someone who can see the future, or something, or something. Huh, you can't deal damage. Get wrecked. Okay. So this allows me to destroy an ongoing, but all these ongoings are mine. So we're gonna skip that for now. Thank you very much, though. And I really want to choke slam, but I don't want to hit everyone for 2. That's the issue. We're gonna catch a ride, I think. We're gonna use Wraith because what this does is it does projectile damage. Then Skyscraper does melee damage. Basically, they throw her at the target. And since Wraith has buffed projectile damage because of her targeting computer, you seeing the wombo combos here? It's nice. We're just gonna shoot it. Because why? Nice, nice. Play 2 links. We're just gonna have him punch himself. Yeah. Oh, hypersonic assault. Oh no. Okay, that's okay. We'll put it on the explosive bubbles. We can fix this. Bubbles hit themselves for 3. Bubbles hit Gloom for 3. Okay, that was less than ideal, but it happens. I forgot, stupidly, that the hypersonic assault accounts for dealing damage to yourself. I should know that. There's a hero, or there's a villain that basically revolves around doing damage to themselves, but that's okay. Fun fact, though, he has 2 HP or less. I have Sucker Punch. Ba-bow. So now he's flipped. He mad. That being said, Lightspeed Barrage time. Blap. And then we'll do Experiment. Unfortunate. I know I could have experimented on Gloomy to discard some scary stuff, but that's alright. I don't really need it this time, I don't think. I'm gonna do that. So this pin, there's a lot of menus. It will make me discard some cards. That's okay though, because Visionary's cards that I have right now aren't super important, honestly. I'm gonna I'll pull out Prophetic Vision. Look around. I'll put Ghostly Images on top. Ghostly Images makes everyone play a card. If it's a one-shot, they get to play it. If it's not, they take damage. Whatever. These 2 cards are bad, though. These are distortions, and they get rid of my buff damage. And I don't want that. That one's actually particularly bad, because every time my card's played, lowest 5, take damage. No thank you. Ghostly Images. Let's go. And just toss these on the very bottom. Then we're gonna check in on our good friend Gloomy, see what he wants to do. I think he wants to put out a voodoo pin instead of a cultist. I have to be careful though, because I think his deck is getting. Oh yeah, whatever. I don't care. Random card discard. Whoa. It literally doesn't matter on Visionary right now. I'm gonna throat jab. Stop the scary dude from dealing damage. Get wrecked. I'm gonna raise her ordnance, and right now I'm just trying to burst him down. And now I'm gonna stun bolt. So now he can't do damage. -1. So now he heals us for 1. No, that'd be really nice, but it doesn't work like that. Okay, environment's turn. I have the environment pretty well taken care of. Okay, let's see what we get. Alright, Skyscraper's gonna take some damage. Oh, nice. That's a good card for Tachyon right here. We are going to play Fleet of Foot. So everyone gets to draw a card. Basically, Ghostly Images played her a one-shot that lets her play 2 cards. So now this is Tachyon's turn off the one-shot, playing 2 cards. I get Fleet of Foot. So this is my play card from Fleet of Foot. I will grab Lightspeed Barrage, I think. And hit Gloomy. Blap. Nice and 17 damage. Play a second card, Sonic Vortex. This is an AoE based on burst cards in the trash. I actually don't want to kill environment targets right now, because Gloomweaver will heal under those circumstances. Where is it? Whenever a target is destroyed, Gloomweaver regains 2 HP. Actually, that's not as bad. I thought it was HP equal to what they had. So that's not so bad. Regardless, I'm just going to stop dealing damage now, because the bubbles are going to punch him fairly hard. Oh, nice. Okay. So now Visionary is looking through Gloomy's trash, and she gets to pull 2 cards to toss back onto his deck. We're just going to grab 2 zombies, because zombies are useless at this point. Because I put Strength of the Grave, which is the card that buffs them to be scary, in the trash. And that card does nothing, so aggression modifier. This card does nothing to us, but he punches Gloomweaver pretty hard. And this one can hit us, but it's not for very much. Alright, cool. That was a good turn. He's already below half on his second side. He can't deal damage, so this is perfect. I can redirect the damage coming off of that zombie back onto Gloomy. Got him. And dare I say it, I think this is in the bag now. Because I just have to burst him down. A lot of my burst with Tachyon's gone, though, because I used it to get him this low. I don't want to destroy the environment cards. We're just going to catch a ride. Same thing again. Wraith with the buff projectile damage. We're going to ping Gloomy for 5 and then 3. Good. And then we're going to be sneaky breaky like. We're going to toss a compulsion canister. Let's see, it deals itself the damage first. So I can't put it on the zombie because the zombie will straight kill itself. Don't want that. Actually, I can't put it on anything that won't just straight kill itself. Okay, whatever. I will put it on the pin. Kill the pin. Bye-bye. Yeah, Gloom heals for 2. Whatever. Pull back this one. Now, there aren't really any ongoings I want to get rid of. We will, though. We'll toss this out. We'll destroy the bubbles that's not aggression modulated. I'm out of cards now. That's unusual, actually. We're going to look at Tachyon. I keep having to discard cards. It's annoying. I haven't found the other Lightspeed Barrage yet, which I'm actually a little bit surprised about. Alright, so Visionary's going to punch. Let's see. Do I have the other light? Yeah, the other Lightspeed Barrage is right here. So it's in the deck. I just need to pull it out. It's within the next 4 cards. In terms of what Visionary is going to do, we are going to Cerebral Hemorrhage, which is spread damage. Punch Gloomweaver. We don't want to punch the environment because the environment's helping us, and I don't want to heal Gloom. Then we're going to look at some... We're going to riffle around in some people's minds. We're going to look at Gloomy. We're going to give him a Voodoo Pin. Voodoo Pins are generally less scary than cultists, unless he has the snake out. He has a snake, which is like a familiar, which does damage based on Voodoo Pins in play, which is a little spooky, as you can imagine. Gonna Trust Fund for some more cards. It's draw 4, discard... How many is it? Yeah, draw 4, discard 2. Toss Grappling Hook, because we don't need to. We'll toss Razor Ornaments. Do we have Inventory Barrage? No. Wraith has a nice card called Inventory Barrage, where she literally just destroys all her destroys all her equipment and just throws it at the guy. And it's sort of her finisher, but I don't have it right now. So I know I can do more damage, but I'm actually going to ping him with the Stun Bolt twice to try to mitigate the amount of damage he's about to do. Because he can deal damage now. He is very capable of dealing damage. But he's almost dead. Alright, another Ethereal Bonds. That's going to be annoying. It's going to hit Tacky, though. And Tacky's... Oh, it's actually not going to do anything. That's cool. Yay! Fight for me, my bubbles. Oh no, this is... Yeah, the other Ethereal Bonds. I skipped through it accidentally. But the other ethereal bombs is the one that hit tacky. Okay. So Gloom hits everyone. Oh, whoops. That was a little bit of a mistake, letting Gloom Weaver hit himself, because then the anti-burst triggered on him. It's unfortunate, but it happens. This is why Gloom Weaver is scary, because he just starts punching everything and killing everything. Sorry, I skipped through all that. He hit everything for 4. I'm gonna put it on Visionary, because Visionary I think is the least important character here. He's just gonna punch all the villain targets now, and environment things. Well, the environment targets are all basically dead at this point. We're just gonna try to burst him. Tectonic Choke Slam, nice and 5 damage. Yeah, there's some spread damage that comes around, but that's alright, I think. Should be fine. I'm happy, I know it, I'm clapping my hands. We're gonna clear out some of the little rabble. The recoil damage from that's a little bit annoying, but hopefully I won't live long, or he won't live long enough to make me regret this. Alright, that's what I have in my deck. Oh good, they're all one-shots, so no matter what, this is gonna work. Cool, perfect. Got a Nimble Strike. I can't deal damage. Oh no. That's a little bit of a problem. Well, no, I still have a damage negate card on Wraith, and I do not want to draw a card, simply for the reasoning that I have a max power Lightspeed Barrage ready. Next turn. Next turn, dead for sure. I'm just gonna pull Decoy Projection just in case. I don't know what's coming out of the environment. It's probably a Distortion. Let's see what's in the environment deck. Distortion, Distortion, Distortion. Yeah, there's 2 cards that aren't. So that's probably gonna get destroyed immediately. That's alright though. I don't mind too much. I'm gonna see what he wants to do. I'm gonna pull another pin, like I said. Pins are normally better than cultists. Cultists are scary. Yeah, that's the end of that statement. That is my official statement. Pins are better than people. Alright, Throat Jab Gloom. Can't deal damage. Projectile. Razor Ordnance. Throwing a Batarang at his face. And then Stun Bolt, so he does negative damage. And now he's at 2. Oh, there's Inventory Barrage. Yeah, thanks for that. So he can't deal damage now, so... that's a little annoying. Basically, whenever a card comes into play, that'll heal the lowest 5 for 1 health. So that's everyone right now. So it's gonna heal him to 1. So, I mean, it's whatever. He has 5 health now. Ooh. He's dead. He's dead. I'm gonna punch him. Healing. This is why this is annoying. Because this card just takes so much longer. I'm gonna punch him, and then the little rocks are gonna hit him. Oh, I went off buff damage. That's whatever. And I'm happy, and I know it. And I'm gonna clap my hands, and I'm gonna kill the scary zombie, and that is the end of this one-shot. So that was the first episode. Let me know if you guys liked it. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Comment if you want to see these more often, if you want to see them less often. Just give me some feedback. And subscribe if you want to see these when I come out with them weekly. Well, see you all later. Bye.